My brother convinced everyone I was the family failure, until I inherited everything and he got nothing. Growing up, my older brother had this talent for making everything look effortless, while I struggled with the simplest tasks. He excelled at sports, got straight A's without studying, and could charm anyone within 5 minutes of meeting them. Meanwhile, I was the kid who tripped over his own feet during basketball tryouts and needed a tutor just to pass algebra. Our parents would beam with pride whenever they talked about his accomplishments, but when it came to me, they'd just sigh and say I was still finding my way. The comparisons started early and never stopped. Family dinners became competitions where he'd casually mention his latest achievement, while I sat there trying to think of something, anything, that might impress them. He made varsity football as a sophomore while I got cut from the JV team. He landed a summer internship at a prestigious firm while I was flipping burgers at the local diner. Every success of his felt like a spotlight on my failures, and he seemed to enjoy the contrast. What really stung was how he'd frame these comparisons as brotherly concern. He'd put his arm around my shoulders at family gatherings and tell relatives how proud he was of me for trying so hard, even though things didn't come as naturally to me as they did to him. The way he said it made it sound supportive, but everyone could hear the underlying message that I was the brother who needed extra help, the one who couldn't quite measure up. College was supposed to be my fresh start, but somehow his shadow followed me there too. He'd already graduated with honors from the same university 3 years earlier, and professors would light up when they heard my last name, expecting another brilliant student. Instead, they got me, struggling through classes that he'd probably aced while sleeping. I switched majors twice, trying to find something I was actually good at, while he was already climbing the corporate ladder and buying his first house. The worst part was how he'd call me regularly, always starting with genuine-sounding concern about how I was doing. Then he'd casually mention his latest promotion, or the vacation he was planning, or the new car he'd just bought. It felt like he was keeping score and I was always losing. Our parents would relay these updates to me as if they were trying to motivate me, but all it did was make me feel smaller. After graduation, I bounced between different jobs, trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. Nothing seemed to stick, and I could feel everyone's disappointment growing heavier with each career change. My brother, meanwhile, was getting married to someone amazing, buying a bigger house and talking about starting a family. At his wedding, I watched him give a speech about how grateful he was for everything life had given him, and I couldn't help but feel like I was the only one who hadn't received those same gifts. The family gatherings became increasingly uncomfortable as the years went on. My brother would arrive with stories of his latest successes, while I tried to make my current situation sound more impressive than it actually was. He'd ask about my dating life with this concerned expression,